Hey everyone, this is John the Watch Concierge, and today I'm going to be talking about my Meccaniche Veneziane Nereide watch. So this watch I got as a Black Friday special discount deal on Meccaniche Veneziane's website. And this brand, if you don't know, is a micro brand out of Venice, Italy. They started off a few years ago on Kickstarter, and so far it looks like they've been doing well. I've seen a lot of their ads and posts on Facebook and other social media platforms, and so far all the watches that I've seen are pretty good looking and they seem like solid quality. I dug into the story of the company and just the details about the watches, and they all seem like pretty solid quality watches. This one, I just really love the watch. It's got a nice red tone to it, as well as some gold on the outer part of the indices as well as on the hands. And it just really fits, I don't know, the kind of red that I like, and it goes well with a lot of what I wear. So I decided to get it. And I've been kind of keeping an eye on this watch for a long time, and so when it hit Black Friday, I was like, okay, I gotta go for this thing. And that's when I got it. So they also have a new model of the Nereide, which is a GMT model, and that has a Swiss-made GMT movement on it. While this one just has a Seiko NH35 in it, but it's still a good quality watch, and the NH35 of course is a workhorse, and so it's still a good movement. But they do have the Swiss Super Luminova lume on it, so that's pretty cool. And they've got like a submarine here engraved on the back, which is based off of the name of the submarine, which was Nereide, which is the model name. And so there's a little story to that as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we can go over the specifications of the watch, and I'll do that in the aerial view. So tune in. All right, so let's take a look at the brand and the watch. And they provided this pamphlet here with the watch, which is nice. Talks a little bit about the brand and their philosophy and everything. So Italy has a long and renowned tradition in the field of luxury. Meccaniche Veneziane was born with the aim of becoming the Italian reference point in the high-end watch industry. So that's cool. They have a nice goal, and they're influenced by Venice, and they're actually based out of Venice, which is really nice because some brands like to take advantage of the Italian sounding names and the marketing of, you know, having inspiration come from Italy and all these things when they're truly not Italian company, or they're just kind of using it for marketing purposes. Whereas this company is actually based out of Venice, so that's nice to know. So since the Renaissance, Venice has distinguished itself for its quest for beauty, pioneering spirit, and openness to multiple cultures. Inspired by the Venetian tradition, Meccaniche Veneziane conveys these values which have made La Serenissima acclaimed over the centuries. In fact, every watch recalls Venice in its aesthetics, materials, and its denomination. So that's cool. And you have the values, which I guess is the movements or the mechanic behind the watch. And they have the decorated rotors on some of the watches, not all of them. Purezza meccanica, so mechanical purity. And all the timepieces are equipped with automatic mechanical movements. Okay, yeah, you know that. So yeah, so they only have automatic watches, and they are either based off of Seiko NH35 or I think Solita movements. And quality here, the constant search for excellence led Meccaniche Veneziane to internalize the design, engineering, and quality control in its headquarters. The choice was made in order to improve its products day after day. Brand deals exclusively with mechanical watches and manages the whole process from design to production up to the final assembly. But I think they're made in China, at least the ones that aren't Swiss made. I think they're made in China and maybe assembled there as well, and then they're probably sent to Italy to have them do kind of like a final inspection on it. That's what I'm assuming, at least to keep costs low. I'm assuming that would be the cheaper option instead of having them made in Italy. And I mean, that's what most companies do anyways. And even the Swiss made ones, they could probably be assembled also in China, because they don't have to be necessarily assembled in Switzerland for it to be a Swiss made piece. So the leather district, Meccaniche Veneziane straps are produced in Italy by skilled artisans that have operated in the sector for over 30 years. Passion for leather processing and expertise contribute to the creation of high quality products in which attention to details is essential. So that's cool that they make their own leather bands in Italy. And they have the ethics. Okay. The models. Some nice models. This is more of the dressier watch. They have the Nereide, which is the diver, and that's the one that I have. So the name of this watch is a tribute to the Venetian submarine called Nereide, which was commissioned to engineer the Bernardis by the Italian Royal Navy and was built in the Royal Arsenale in 1913. Timepiece recalls the design of First World War submarines and bears a pressure of 20 atmospheres, which is 200 meters. So that's nice. And then you got the Arsenale, which is like a more heavy duty kind of, I mean, it's a diver too, I guess, but more of like a tool watch type thing. And looks like they have events, I guess. Nice display. Oops. All right, so that's a little bit about the pamphlet and a little bit of the brand. So the watch comes in this box here. It has this nice outer cover, and you have the box, which has the nice brand logo and name right there in the front. And then you can just pull this up, and then there's the watch. So it actually comes with some other things in here. I think this is all the other certificate of warranty and everything. So that comes in. Okay, welcome to the club, instruction manual, and a little bit about the, I guess, the Facebook community group that they have as well. And the certificate of origin and warranty, which is nice. It's pretty cool. All right, and then they have here this beautiful piece, which is 42 millimeters case size, and has a really nice detail and just overall hefty, solid feel to the watch. Really nice finishings on the side here with the brushed metal, and then you got a signed crown there with the cross. You can tell the lugs also have like a different look to it as well. And you have a nice Jubilee bracelet with a butterfly clasp. And you got the logo, the cross right there on there as well, which is really cool. You have the submarine engraved here on the back, which is pretty cool as well. And you got Meccaniche Veneziane. You have it all in Italian too. Movimento Automatico, 316, stainless steel. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, it's screwed in. I've unscrewed this, and the movement, like I said, is not decorated on this one, and it's just a Seiko NH35, which is a great movement, reliable, and I just love the gold tone on the outer part of the indices and the hands. It just looks fabulous with the red. I think The dial is really nice, how it kind of has that darkness to it on the outer part of the dial, and it gets brighter as you get closer to the center here. "200 meters water resistant," so it is a screw down crown, and it has a date window right there. The bezel also has a crystal, so this is a different crystal though. It's not a sapphire crystal. This is a BK7 crystal. I think it really gives the watch a different feel to it and kind of like a uniqueness. And it's got BGW9 Swiss Super Luminova lume on it, so at night it looks really cool. And the thickness, it does not state on the website here, but I'm assuming it's like a 12 millimeters thickness. As you can tell, it is kind of a little chunky, but it's still not too big. I think it's a decent size, and it still looks good on the wrist. It's just an overall great feel to the watch. I couldn't be happier. It's got a 120 click unidirectional rotatable bezel here. It's kind of hard to get it centered though once you get it there, so there you go. Still not completely centered. One thing that I was kind of not so happy about when I got this watch was when I first got it, one of the screws was off, and I ended up finding it later, but I guess they didn't screw it that well initially, and so I just screwed it back on, but everything has been fine and no issues with it so far. But that was the only thing that kind of got me worried. But besides that, it's a great watch. I definitely recommend it. It's a little bit pricey, I think. Although it's got really great features like the lume and the whole bezel, the crystal bezel is pretty cool, and it's got a decent movement, which is I think pretty common for a lot of micro brands. So for a Seiko NH35, and the total amount of the watch is 585 euros, including tax. That's a lot of money. I actually got it for a lot less than that with the discount that I got on Black Friday, so I think that was reasonable. And I actually got also the strap that came with it. This is the rubber strap that came with the watch for the Black Friday special deal that they had. But paying $585 regular price for this, I don't think I would do that, so I'm glad I got the discount. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you will end up subscribing to my channel. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to check out also my other videos and drop a like and a comment if you have any feedback about the watch or the brand or anything else about my channel and my YouTube videos. And make sure to stay tuned for the next one, so definitely click that notification bell icon on the screen there, and you'll be able to stay tuned in for all my future videos. Thank you very much. See you next time.